Hello, everyone. This is SE Sparta. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm going to try to make this a decent, well, not decent, I'm going to decently short video. This is just going to be me showcasing one of my maps from Halo 5 that I started creating back in 2016, early to mid 2016. Uh, I'm not going to do any editing to this video at all. I'm just using OBS to switch between what you're looking at now and the actual game. I am going to show you these maps because I like to have your feedback on it. If you're on YouTube or Rumble, whatever, Odyssey, if you're just going to watch it, I would like your feedback if you have played games before, especially multiplayer games, because these maps have been in the works for a pretty long time. I've been going on and off updating them over the years. I've not really had anybody test them. One map I have, and it was actually surprisingly a success. And I've made some changes to it since then, and actually have that one in the works to show you later on in a different video. But for now, this map is going to be, or this video is going to be focused on a map of mine called LAVAL, L-A-V as in victory, A-L. It's an asymmetrical map that centers around an abandoned energy refinery that from where they get energy from lava and so forth. It's fictional, so it could be whatever. The map is designed specifically for team 8 to 16 players. It will support more, but it might crash. It might have some issues because of the lighting and so forth that's in Halo 5, just especially Forge, just sucks so badly. But I do have a tendency when I make my maps to go into detail on certain things. Well, not certain things, just detail. But I also try to do a block out, run through it first myself, start adding details as I go. If it seems to work, because I have nobody to play with, I put it out there for people to test out and so forth. And I've had this out since 2016. Uh, I've had maybe 2 or 3 people actually run through it and give some good feedback on it. And I made changes to it since then. But nobody really seems to want to play Halo 5 anymore. At least not anybody I know. And I enjoy forging. I don't do much anymore because I have a day job and life has got in the way. That happens. But with Halo Infinite's Forge coming out in November, this is currently September the 10th, 2022. Forge for Halo Infinite is going to be coming out soon, in less than 2 months. Hopefully less than 2 months, unless they delay it again. And what we have seen is nothing short of amazing, which is saying something for Halo Infinite. Because Halo Infinite, you know what? I'm not even going to get into that. It's not. This is not a video on that. Uh, this is the video to showcase my maps, or at least one of them. And I'm going to put this on Forge Hub. I hope to get some people to, check it out. That's what the entire purpose of this is, to get people to check out the map, give me feedback on gameplay, how visibility, movement, layout, things like that, and of course aesthetics, because I like to tell stories in my maps when I can. Now when I make maps, I do it mostly for myself, and I don't really get into huge detail because I don't have time for that. And God bless to those that do, because they do incredible jobs. For those who don't know me, I have been a member of the Halo community since the start. I go all the way back to halo.bungie.org days. I was featured in, actually second place in the Pete the Duck Forge Challenge video back in the day, back in Halo Reach day, and that's when people started noticing me and so forth. You also might know me from my Xbox One gamer picture of the Screaming Panda. I did not get paid for that, so I'm not rich or anything. See, I don't know why I'm even mentioning that. As I said, this is not going to be edited, so I'm just going to put it out there. So, why am I still talking? I have no idea. Let's get to the maps. So, let's get to it. So, here we are. Halo 5 custom game. I think I have the length time is 12 minutes. I'm just going to try to go through this fast so this video is not too long. Okay, my next video will not be do too much talking if possible. As I go through this, I'm going to point out certain things. That way you guys know what it is, how it works before you even try the map, and give your feedback. Okay, please give your feedback. That's all I care about. If you don't like it, that's fine. I'm perfectly okay with that. I just would like some feedback so I can actually improve on it for when I recreate it in Halo Infinite, which will have more detail and less clutter, hopefully, and also hopefully be bigger. So you can always see part of it. This is blue side what you're looking at now. This is set to free fall, so there's no telling where I might spawn.
Slayer.
Okay, I seem to have spawned on blue side, close to green. So right here is a generator. There, just a little cubby hole for players to hide and get the drop on people. It's also a direct line of sight to red side, but there's so much color over there you might have difficulty hitting the body because you got a sniper or pistol. So let's go ahead and go to blue side. Well, green side, excuse me. This is set up for 4 teams. It does support it. These rocks here you can jump on. There's a time frame here, but they do move. So you cannot stay here long. That's why this is here. So you can actually get out. There's also one on that side over there. And right here. Okay? These little cones will help you not have to worry about falling in. But they not going to stay there, so you can't push them off. There's a teleport here, which is very obvious for a reason, because this map is so dark. And I will get to that in just a sec. There's a blast door here. You cannot open this. It's just for aesthetics. This here is the top layer, or top catwalk. This is where a sniper spawns. This sniper only has 4 shots. And you can get a pretty good view of most of the map on this. It's actually pretty useful when you're trying to see there's the other exit, trying to get somebody. But part of this map is not exposed to the elements, so you cannot really get everybody. Okay. There's a ramp here, or a staircase to go down, back to the generator. Of course, you can get up here. There's a little path here underneath the top floor that takes you to blue base where all the loud noise is. There's a reason for that, by the way. Some pipes here you can climb up. A carbine. This here is mostly to help block line of sight at different times during a match. And I don't believe most people's going to notice when that's going to happen. But when it goes down, you have a little path here that you can jump down and go on it. Now, if you stand here and this closes, this is the issue. It will get you stuck. So try not to do that, because you will have a hard time getting out without getting killed by the lava.
Sniper in 10.
There's another piston here that you can climb around, jump on. That does go up. You can stay on it as it goes up.
Sniper's up.
As you can see there. There's another cubby hole on blue side. There's a pathway here. There's a little secret area you can stand on right there. This is where blue flag was spawned, right here. Okay? And yes, you can get on certain things. I'm not going to go over it. You guys discover that stuff going on. I made sure it was difficult to see because I did not want players just to start killing each other from long distances because it's a pretty long line of sight here. So I'm hoping, beyond hope, because I don't have anybody to test this with, that this would help blind players from anybody over here. Because you can see out, but I believe it might be difficult to see. I don't know. Now this little hallway is something special. There's another generator here that has oops, let me get up there. That has a vent that you have to duck to get through. You can stand back up, but then you have to duck again to get out. Takes you upstairs where all the loud noise is at. You can't stand here. You can see out and see if anybody's coming, so you can have a lookout. Okay? But then you cannot shoot through this. There's no cover for the vent. Now if you need to, if I can get this to work, you can run and slide through downstairs if you need to. Okay? I keep hitting the wrong button. If you can get up there, more power to you. There's little places you can hide, so forth. You can come up here. You'll drop anybody that comes through and guard it, whatever you need to do. Okay? There's the path upstairs. Takes you back to the sniper. And I'll stay in this area quite a bit because there's a lot to show you. It's the most detailed section because you can see it, so I'll make sure it was detailed. There's a battle rifle. You can come over here, jump up here, whatever you have to do. This is just a cafeteria area with a bathroom. The long goose here is for blue team, that's why it's blue. There are ledges around so you can jump on. A lot of cover. This pipe here is specifically to give cover. Of course, I made it aesthetically by, adding it to the rest of the map. I'm not sure you can get up there or not. Up here is the rail gun. And you can go behind if you need to. This is where yellow spawns over here. They spawn in this over here, over there, some over there. If you need to, you can go around and whatnot. You can try getting up there. There's not much room to actually do anything when you get up here. But you can get up here. You can't really go inside. This is just more of a corner. You can't see it, but there's a forklift here. Might add a light over here, I'm not sure yet. There's plenty of cover. I'm trying to make sure there's plenty of cover for a line of sight, to block line of sight, without being an issue for those that enjoy line of sight. I've added these lights here so players know not to fall too far forward. You can jump on this, don't go in the lava. You can't stay here long unless you get up here.
5 minutes remain.
There's another carbine right there. Of course, you can get up here. Now let's go over here. That was a mistake. I don't know how to get that out without having to move things, but I'm going to just leave it there for now. This is where this team spawns. They spawn inside a elevator, a lift. I might need to fix that. There's a little cubby hole here. I purposely left this here. You can jump up here. It might take some skill, especially in the heat of battle. These do not move, so you can actually jump on and so forth. None of these crates move. The red team's flag spawns right here. And anybody that comes from the side, or whatever, not side, can actually get to it. You can get up here from this side, but it's a lot more difficult. The red team also has plenty of cover, but they also often have the mongoose here. And they have more line of sight if they need it. But the attacking team Therefore, they have more line of sight. So if you keep straight, it takes you back over here to where green team spawns. They spawn up there. You can see the rocks are moving. Don't know how well that will work in multiple players, but we'll find out, I guess. This takes you upstairs to the catwalk. So you can get up there, jump around, whatnot. You jump from there to there, but you are sitting up. Catwalks here with railings so players don't fall in. Can't really do much but walk up here. You have an option here is to go down here, go around where it's noisy at, get line of sights and whatnot. SMG right here. You can't do too much, but you can get some good shots in. And you have some cover. You have to go around it. Down here is the broken part of the catwalk. If you're here, you're safe. Go down, you will hit a kill zone or die, but you can get up. Likewise, you come here, you jump on this, you can make it to that. But I'm going to show you something else first. You can jump to this. And just walk on up. I did that on purpose so players won't have to worry about all that traversing around the catwalks. That will kill you. You get up here. There's no kill zone here, but there is one up here. So you cannot stay here very long, but you can walk up and down this.
2 minutes left.
You can jump from this catwalk up to the top and get up here, or you just go to the bottom. There are pistons here to help you traverse if you want to, or to get a line of sight. They go up and down. Hopefully they'll go down soon. The thing about this one is the central flag is right here. So when that's up, you cannot grab it. Actually, it's right there. When that's up, you cannot grab the flag. You can jump up here, but you will fall and you will die. Now you might get stuck on the ledge of one of those pistons and survive somehow, but that's not too much of a deal. So, speaking of ledges,
1 minute left.
jump up here, go around, jump up here on this. You can also jump over here on, oops, and I just fell onto a rock that I cannot see. But there's a lift right here that takes you straight to it. Perfect timing. And you always go across. So there's plenty of routes. But as I said, this piston here has a flag built into it that you cannot reach as long as the thing's up there. This here will take you all the way over here. So I'm going to make this fast because I'm out of time. And this vent over here will take you to blue team.
10 seconds.
Now you have a easier access to each place, which is right there. Flag for them. And that's it. This map.
Victory.
So I'm about to go into Forge mode. I did this so you can see how it plays out as a regular team. The sound might be an issue, so I might remove the sound. You guys let me know. I think it's a nice little distraction when you're playing a game. But it is kind of loud. So let's go to Forge. Forge. My files. Lava. Play in Forge. It's a small area with a lot of paths to it. But I believe it might flow pretty well, especially when you have more players and you get a feel for it. That glass here on the left hand side you see right now, you cannot shoot through that. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. I don't think it's right to show a mapping multiplayer without showing it in Forge so you know how it's built and how it looks. without the lighting. And those that don't know, things in Forge, Halo 5 Forge, everything's a dynamic object, so the computer or processor is always trying to determine what it's going to do next, even though it's set to static. Okay, so this is what it looks like without the dynamic lighting. There's a kill zone here, I believe. Yep. I have kill zones in different places to help prevent players from getting out of the map. So you don't have to worry about that. So, let's start with green team. Green team spawns over here where the teleport is that takes them straight to yellow team. Okay, they do have a flag. The flag is inside the cover garage over there. Green team's flag spawns right here. I do have little markers here. I do have little markers so you know where it's going to engine room. You know this is not engine room at all. So there's another thing for catwalk. But loading zone, especially what that area is called. So, as I said, it's a lot prettier in daytime. There are plenty of little areas to make sure players don't get stuck on them. As I said, these move. If you do find yourself here, this might play differently in Forge. Come on. Close. Kill me. Come on. Do it. Kill me. I do not time this way. But yes, that goes up and down too. You just stay on it and go up and you just shoot from there if you need to. So just stay on it. Now watch this. This time it pushed me down into it. You can get out of this if you jump. See? You can just walk out. But if you try to go out any other direction, it will kill you. Or you will land on a rock and you gotta get out of it before it kills you. So as I said, you can come up here. You can stay on top of that. There are plenty of places to hide, plenty of lines of sight. You can climb on a lot of items. If you wish to have a hide and seek, even though you're going to stand out like a sore thumb in the darkness, you can come up here. Now, if you find yourself over here, don't panic. I know it might seem like you can't get out, but you can get out. And you can also go through this way. I wish I could turn that generator off. It's not supposed to be working, but there it is. Of course, we just have a light. Oops. We just have a light source inside the vent to do that. You know what? I might just turn that off. Let's see. Simple layout. Very simple layout. You just hard to see sometimes. Darkness helps hide that little flicker. As I said, there's a ramp here. Top catwalk, so forth. And I'll just stop. Because I've got to turn back to the monitor. Now back over on red and yellow side. You can jump over here. You climb all the way up here. If you need to. You can't really see it, but there is a flag right here. I got this on display, I think. There it goes. There it is. There's the flag. Once that's up, you're going to have a hard time reaching it. There's that. Something dynamic to make it more interesting than just regular one flag. Okay, so sorry, I apologize. I'm not used to doing a walkthrough or anything like that. I'm not gonna pick up weapons because I don't want to hear them running his mouth. Stack there. Get my little logo. It's not perfect, but it's there. You always have options to come over here. Do things like that. This, like I said before, will just take you upstairs to this ledge. You can still fall off of it if you're not careful. But the design know that, so of course it's supposed to go that way. If they go that way, then you have access to the sniper. You want to make sure everybody can get to the sniper at pretty much any angle. Because they can go this direction, that 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 direction. Or they find some way to jump up here. I don't know how, but if they can go through that way. Now that is just something I can't really do. So, oopsie, almost died. Oh, it's so tragic. You can jump up here. Well, you can get up there. Power to you. There's no direct way of doing that. That does not move, so there's that. Oops. This right here, as I said, will take you to blue team. I'm just going over things again since it's difficult to see. That smoke you can't really see, so I might remove it. Little thing here to help you get to the top if you need to. When it works, there it goes. As you just saw, there's a kill zone, so you go too far outside of map, you will die. This here cannot be grabbed. You cannot grab it, so don't bother. We go vent. I got markers everywhere, so you know what spots. Everything's labeled. Long haul, yard, so it's a shipping yard. Tunnel. There's the forklift. Load zone. Not much of a load zone, but it's there. And elevator. As you can see, you can go underneath. There are dead bodies from somebody getting crushed. There's no real good way of getting up here from this side, but it's possible. Especially if you grenade jump or something. Same thing with the back. Only way you can really get up here is through the side. Okay? Or through the front. As I said, these do not move. I have to play Halo all of a sudden. These do not move at all either. I left this one stuck out, so if anybody wants to, they can come up here and come up here. You can jump on this little area. Not much use, but you can jump on it. There's not much of a elevation. As I said before, you can jump to that from here. And you will not fall, okay? So don't worry about that unless you miss it, of course. Fire will kill you, obviously. You can pretty much stay on any area here. And jump on this if you need to, that way you can get some elevation on somebody. Or get the flag and beat people off as they try to get to you. these rocks do move. I think I mentioned that before. And they move fairly slowly. So you have a time limit in the area because it's supposed to be so hot. So I don't want players just stand on it and kind of falling in by mistake. Because they will not move with the rocks. So you have decent line of sight on red, especially at the bottom, but you do not have line of sight of the elevator itself where the flag's at. That is on purpose because blue team is not easily accessible or viewable from across the map. Speaking of which, go over to blue where it's out at, and once again, the flag is there. They can see this way easily, okay? So let me let's see, dynamic lighting. Where are you at? I've got to do dynamic lighting. Ah. Oh, bake lights. Okay, there it is. So the bake lights real quick. I say real quick, but it's not really quick. So they can see out, okay? Now the thing is, you might be able to see them, but from this direction, you cannot really see jack squat. Because if they're blue, they're harder to see. If they're red, yellow, green, they're easier to see. As demonstrated by a little thing there. But you will be able to see them, it just won't be very easy. It'd be nice if I could make that like a one-way view. Make more dynamic gameplay. But yeah, that's basically it. There's not much else to show you. Mongoose all useful, especially for this right here where you have the flag. Or if you're over here and you have the flag and you cannot get on, you forget to get to that, you still have a mongoose. And you can just take the mongoose. I'm going to take it up here though. Instead, if I fall in, I will actually take it this way. I won't fall, well, not that way, excuse me. This way. And then go this way. My mongoose skip driving sucks. I'm much better with the water. And there you go. As you see, players stand out a lot in this map. Even though it's dark, there's not much that's going to hide them, because they just have no shadows at all. On top of a rock, yay! I survived. That did not. But yeah, that's the map. LAVAL. If you can come up with a better name for it, let me know. I just wanted to keep it simple. Let me get away from that. That's just annoying. In case you're wondering what map this is, it's Alpine. And does not even use maybe a quarter of it. There's space underneath it and so forth. They use most of the budget for effects and so forth. The light map is over 100, so it might cause some issues. Collision, everything else is well below the high end. Okay? So, that is my map called LAVAL. I would love to have you guys try it out. Give me your feedback. Things like that. Because, let's face it, without feedback, you have no idea if your map is any good. Without somebody at least testing it, going through it, even if they are a novice. I know players on Forge Hub, which I have in the memory of for a long time, but never went to. Not maybe once or twice. They are very good at Forge. They are very good at making maps, fun maps too. But there are also players that don't care about making maps. They just want to have a good time. They want easy access to weapons and so forth. They just want to know how easy it is to navigate the map, even when it's a dark map like this one that you just saw. Which is why I'm putting this out to everybody to try. Give me your feedback. I'll greatly appreciate it. If it's good, if it's bad, I don't care. I just want to know what needs to be fixed, what needs to be addressed, how to, any ideas on how to improve it, things to add, anything I can to make this map in Halo Infinite much, much, much better. Of course, there's a lot I cannot do in Halo 5, which is basically dead at this point. Not on the Forge side, just on the actual gamer side. But I would still like your feedback, especially for Halo 5. Also, I have maps on Halo MCC 1, 2, 3, and 4. Reach, of course. Let's see. I think that is it for this video. Once again, I appreciate y'all tuning in, those who do. I more appreciate those who actually give me their feedback, and especially those who test the maps by themselves or with friends and give their feedback. Anything I can do to make this game, or this map, this game, Halo Infinite better, great. I would love to make it better. I would love to make maps that players love, players have fun with. I don't care if it's in matchmaking or not. I don't care about any of that kind of stuff. I just want to make a fun map. I enjoy creating. I'm an artist. What else is there for me to do on my free time? So, once again, I thank you all, and you all have a blessed day and a blessed night.